years ago, we did something absolutely crazy. We bought this. A 50-year-old abandoned wreck of a boat left to rot under the sun in the south of France for just €1. Yep, you heard that right, €1. And as you can imagine, it wasn't all smooth sailing, but after 3 years of blood, sweat, and a lot of laughs, we're finally seeing the dream take shape. We're rebuilding Seabird from the keel up, and it's been hard, it's been crazy, but man, it's been one hell of a ride. What started as a wild idea has turned into something even more incredible, sharing our journey with you, and somehow making movies along the way has become our job. We're so grateful that you guys have been part of this journey with us, and trust us, the adventure is far from over. Seabird's transformation isn't complete yet, but we're getting closer every day. So if you're new here, buckle up and join us, because this is one story you won't want to miss.
We didn't get much recording done yesterday because we thought we'd have a little tidy up of the boats, and it took all day. But we got a few jobs done which needed doing, like removing the old exhaust hose. So today we're back to fiberglassing.
Ooh. How many layers of fiberglass do you think that you've put in there?
Nah, I don't know. Seems pretty solid. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's good.
It was pretty solid before, but...
Yeah, it's just here now, at least you could get the sander all the way in.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a tidy up in that area.
Yeah, so it's just here I've got to neaten up, and same on the other side, and then I can laminate.
Nice.
So, yep, let's get that done. Yeah, I think that's all the air bubbles out.
This is one of those jobs that takes a long time.
Yeah, as Marina says, it's one of those jobs that you just have to build up every day, do a little bit. And I don't know whether to do wet on wet and do the big pieces now, or let it dry and then take the peel ply off. Sometimes I like to build it up slowly, so it gives me a bit of thinking time. Yeah, maybe it's a confidence thing why I do bits step by step. Out.
Look at what turned up this week. One shiny prop shaft. And it's the first time testing it, so there's our little prop. It's a duplex, so F51, which is a little bit better for the corrosion than ordinary 316 stainless. Second hand but new, a third of the price, which is always good. Yet again, Stu's guesswork is getting better and better. It seems to fit on sweet. It's got an anode. I wanted the one that had a pin that goes through the top, but looks like I've gone for the new school with the tab washer, so we'll see. The only piece left of the puzzle is the stone gland. Packing gland, stone gland, shaft seal, the list goes on of what they can be called, but it would be nice to hear some feedback on what people have, what people recommend, because yeah, we've got a couple of different issues with choosing the right one, but we'll figure it out. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, it looks good. Are you gonna finish that today?
Yeah, well, at least put another layer on. So I think that's pretty much the stern tube done. Bit smoother, bit neater. Once the peel plies off and we give it a little paint and the like, it should be acceptable. Alright, brilliant. There is most of the new rib bulkhead. We've overcut it because sometimes to sit it correctly on the hull, there's always a little bit of movement, sort of up and down, left to right. So at least now, after the fact, we can cut the last piece and try and get it as square as possible. Now that we have the boards cut and go here, we just have to prep this wall. I've sanded up to here, but we need to extend it by 4 inches. Get rid of all that old paint. Also need to fill all these holes like we did on the other side. Fill, sand, smooth, yada yada yada. And just about to sand, and then after that I'll cut the holes. These two. Yeah, all pretty exciting. I'll be a lot more excited once the wall's back up. This corner here, there's a tiny bit of tabbing left, which means the board doesn't sit flush. So one multi-tool and the hammer and chisel, hopefully we can get that off fairly neatly. Prepping this wall for the bulkhead, but realised we've got a tiny bit of rot, probably say 2 inches, not even 3 inches along the side, along the hull. Not ideal. Okay, so here I noticed it here, looked on the other side, same again. The only issue I could see is this skin fitting. The rest isn't that much of an issue. I could cut straight up here, replace that piece. Might even have enough wood to do it, so I think it needs doing. I'm just slightly worried that if I chop this side off, the wall will come down. But there's no point overly stressing it. Here we are in the shower room. We go in, back cupboard, to the bulkhead. So the engine room is the other side of this, and look, it's not good. We're really hoping this week to get the last ribs and that bulkhead in, so we can move on to the engine bed the following week, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So we're probably going to have to hold fire for another week, do more prep on this area, cut the wood, get it all ready, and then just do a massive laminating session. I've got a rough idea now of this new problem. I've got a rough idea how it can be solved with not replacing the whole bulkhead. I don't know, it's a cost thing. Half of the wood's still good, so why not use half of the wood? It's only a little bit that's rotten. And if we cut it, you know, we'll see. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure there are boats sailing currently that are in worse states. So I know we shouldn't compare ourselves, but it is what it is. So this is where we're currently at. This is looking down on the bulkhead, as it were. The white would be the hull, and the brown on this side is the water. So this is the current problem. We have rots going all the way down the bulkhead. So we'll remove that and replace it with new wood. And then to hold in this repair going down, we'll have this one, and then to hold in the bottom repair and to strengthen up the wall or bulkhead, we'll have this one. We'll tab in here and here. So this one is inside the shower room cupboard, and then this is inside the engine room. So here's hoping. Today I hope to prep this area
and cut this piece of wood, and then we'll investigate this area and then finish off cutting the bits of wood in this area. It's a little bit of head scratching, but it's going to be fun. Apart from being a bit of a dusty job, it's actually pretty quick. I hate using the grinder just because of the dust, but it does make light work of old paint. Once this tabbing is off, we'll remove this old paint and then just a final grind. Marina's still a little bit ill, well, still pretty ill, and yep, so it's just me struggling along. I just want to get this bulkhead done, and it just seems to be one thing after another. So we're just going to keep carrying on until it's done. Nothing else to do really. Most of the prep's done on the inside of that cupboard. Here is a lovely bit of Christmas wrapping paper for the template. It's square. It's factory square. Now that the one piece, the rotten piece, is out, I can put the first piece in, the piece that I've cut that's most aft, and then I need to use the rotten piece for a template, and I can do that, and then sandwich the club together, i.e. one club sandwich, cover it with resin and fiberglass, and job done. A little bit left to take off, but you could see that's a 10-minute job with the grinder cleaning this up. I'm sorry the light's not great. So as you know, it's just been me for the last few days. Yeah. I was going over some of my recording. Marina's definitely got the eye more than I have, but all I can do is improve. Can't get any worse. This was the rotten piece of wood, and as you can see, let's see if we get a close-up of that. It's just nothing. This still has the tabbing on. It seems to fit in pretty well. I'd like to clean up the last bits of the old fiberglass tabbing before I do the final cut, and also just got to bevel this bottom edge. Okay, here's the mock fit. I've still got this white area to fill and a little piece in the corner, as well as to cut the top board so it fits snugly against the hull. What we need to do now is mark where I'm cutting at the top, make a piece for here, and glue this one and this big fat one, the biggest one, together, because then overnight the glue should go off
and down here needs to be a hole for the shaft. So I want to try and get that glued so I can cut it tomorrow. A bit of banging involved I can hear today, but it is a boatyard and it's sunny, which is quite nice, get to work outside. So I've got to glue and screw this wood and then go back inside and work on what I was working on. Just here are the rough markings of where I need to cut out for the stern tube. So as long as we avoid putting screws there, it should be okay. Couple dozen screws and a bit of glue. Let's see if it lasts another 50 years. The time has come to remove the fitting. Obviously we wouldn't have put the fittings here knowing what we know now. Managed to get the blade all the way around on the inside. It's out. Not as bad as I thought. I think that might be a scratch on the paint. On the whole, pretty successful. And that's it back in. It's not perfect. A little bit of the artist brush and you'll never notice the difference. You probably will, but who's looking? The part that every fiberglass boat owner hates, putting on the suit. Gloves. That's like this. It's not a big strip, maybe 1 metre by 20 centimetres. I'll try to remove as much as I can. Briefly take this off, but it's amazing how much dust is created with 10 minutes of grinding. I'm going to put this back on. Perfect time to go for lunch though. Let the dust settle. We've got the trusted school compass set. It's a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, I suppose that might do. I'd like it a little bit wider. I'll cut it out, dry fit it again, and see where we are. I doubt the prop's going to be that big, but makes access a little easier. Another dry fit coming up. I think I need to take a little bit more off because we don't know the stern tube we're going to get. We don't know how fat it's going to be. So let's try and take another little piece off. That's the little hoop. Hoop, what do you say, hoop? That's the hole for the prop shaft. It's not totally symmetrical, but it'll probably do. Or it won't, and then we'll figure it out then.
I think that is as much prep as I can do. It's time to do it. It's quite a chunky piece, so I'm a little bit apprehensive. Only time will tell. I don't think I'll get the tabs done today, but I'll get it all in place, epoxied on. Now time to go screw it from the other side. First piece in, not too shabby. Now covered with wood bonding epoxy. The lower part is in. Poking out a couple of mil, which I don't massively like. Let's see when we start putting screws in if it gets taken up. That piece is in. Nope. This is the last board needing to go on. I'm just got to make up a bit more of this wood epoxy. Wait. It's covered in resin. Sweet. Ah, crap. Oh, my leg's bleeding. Woo. Nearly done working in this spot. Let's get some screws in there. It's not perfect. Couple of, like here, there's probably half a bill. You just see a little lip. But I'm sure once sanded and filled and painted, and we put the door on the engine room, we can forget about it. Seems all right. A lot more other things I worry about. Yeah, check out my arch. At least now that piece of rot's out, and yeah, I don't think it's too bad. All this whilst Marina was ill.
I am back from the shadows. Is that a thing? Is that how you say it?
Back from under a mushroom, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Back from under a mushroom. Yeah, I am back, but not totally back yet. I just came to have a look because Stuart told me that he had finished putting on the wall and I wanted to see. But as you can hear probably, my voice is not there yet. I've been pretty sick. 3 days in bed and counting. But I'm looking forward to get back to work, and I'm very proud of all the work that Stuart has achieved whilst I was away. Well, not away, but sick.
I only made this wall.
Yeah, but he found all the rot, and I didn't even want to come and see it when he told me. Yeah, I'm pretty proud, honey. You've done well.
Well, yeah, well, that's not
Yeah, it's now finished, but poof.
Yeah, I don't.
Now the engine room has one more wall. We were debating if we should have replaced the whole wall, but we couldn't because... What are you doing, Stu?
Just put it in that.
Wedging it in. The whole piece of wood wouldn't have fitted through the companionway anyway.
The companionway anyway?
So it had to be done in pieces, and well, it wasn't... Probably we could have done it in a less number of pieces, but because of that rot that you found, it turned out to be more than 6 piece puzzle.
A little bit there. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. The time. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's close, but it'll be okay. No point stressing about it.
Nice one, Stu.
Yeah.
And that's it for the week. I am back I am 95% recovered, and I'm sorry that I haven't been so present on these week's adventures. But I think Stuart's done a good job.
Yeah, that bulkhead seems to be in, but it's too cold to fiberglass at the moment.
Yeah, look.
It's, oh, it's just gone up 5.3 degrees.
And he's nearly 11 o'clock.
So it's, I think in the next couple of days it will warm up again once that southerly wind starts to blow.
We bought this heater in the supermarket yesterday and it doesn't work.
Plug it in, turn it on, nothing.
So we have to go and exchange it. Hopefully that helps with keeping the place warm to work. Yeah.
Just so it's warm enough for the fiberglass to go off, the epoxy.
I mean, it's really exciting though. We have that final wool, and hopefully, yeah, the next few days we can finish the ribs. It depends of the temperature as well, and if we can keep the place warm enough.
Yeah. Little milestone. Every week another little milestone, so that's always positive.
Well done, Stu.
Well done us, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and on that note, have a good week, and a thank you to everyone that has contributed with comments and likes and donations from coffee, PayPal, super thanks, and a special thank you to our Patreons who make this all possible.
Yeah, thank you very much, because you're always there. Doesn't matter if we put a video out or not, you're always supporting us.
And we're very grateful. So, have a good week, and hopefully next week we've done some more jobs on the boat.
Yeah.
If it's too cold to epoxy, then there's always sanding.
Okay, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.